Hey, welcome back, everybody. We have another video today where we're going to go through these boxes of hockey cards sent to us by a great friend of the channel, Tavis Ehrhart, who sent us 2 boxes of hockey cards, which he said contain rookie cards, TTM Fuel, and Hall of Famers. We went through a box a couple weeks ago containing a bunch of 90, 91 score, and the OPG version of those cards, which was pretty cool. We've already sent a couple of those out. You all were nice enough to help me give me some names of people who signed through the mail, because as you know, I'm a little weak on hockey, and you're going to hear me butcher some names again this week as we go through this box, which looked like 1990-91 Upper Deck. Oh, box is chock full of them. Look at that, completely full. David Volek. Tell me again if these guys sign. There's 4 of those. Brian Propp, I know he signs. I've seen him get returns. Others of you who do collect, Adam Creighton, Mark Osborne, I can pronounce all these names. Murray Craven, Doug Crossman, Mario Mora, Kurt Giles. Let's see, he signs. I think we may have gotten him. Rick Walmsley, Troy Millette. Won't even try him. Miloslav Horava, David Shaw, Randy Wood, Peter Zizel, Glenn Healy, Sergei Momesso, Don Maloney, Craig Mooney, Phil Housley, Martin Yelenis, John Bice, Ron Tugnut, Don Barber, Gary Roberts, and Basil McRae. Stick old Brian Propp up here in it's one of these stands. We know he signs. I think we've seen you all get him back before. Basil McRae again, Mike Richter, Bob Corkum. I barely knew him. Mark Fitzpatrick, Gino Cavallini, Mick Vucata, Mike Lalore, Dave Anderchek. Hey, this, Dave A., longtime player for the Tampa Bay. We went to a Tampa Bay game. Let's see, when was that? November. And Dave A. still works. He works for the Tampa Bay franchise down there. And they have asked a trivia question, and Dave A. was the answer. And if you answered the question correctly, you won a signed hockey stick. And surprise, surprise, the hockey stick was presented by Dave A. himself, who signed it right there on the spot. So that was pretty cool. If I would have had something, I could have run him down as he disappeared back into the tunnel. Bill Ranford, Theron Fleury. He's getting upended there. Neil Broughton, Paul Gillis, Doug Bodger, Stefan LeBeau, Dick LeBeau's son, Larry Robinson, Dale Howardchuk. Rod Langway signs. We've gotten him before ourselves. You guys are nice enough to give me some Langway cards, and I think I got some on eBay. He's signed. We have one out to him right now. It's been out for a while. Bernie Federico, Doug Lidster. Wonder how close I am to a full set on these. Dave Christian. Rod rummaged through a box of hockey cards. John Morris. Sean Burke. Christmas colored uniforms on the Devils there. Ron Suter. Extra face mask. Looks like the Dave Parker face mask in 78. Peter Sidorkowitz. Sylvain Turgeon. Dave Ellett. Bobby Smith. I can pronounce that one. Jason Soule. Vladimir Krutov. Lee Norwood. Didn't he sing God Bless the USA? God Bless the U.S. Brian Bradley. Michael Pavania. Mark LaForest Kelly. Trent Yanni, Tom Fergus, Andy Leda Brickley, Dave Charles Manson, Gord Murphy. Hey, Gord, over here. Check the Fetzer valve. Scott Young, name that movie. Ken Reggett, Brad Shaw, Terry, he's got to be number 12. Come on, you're better than that. Mario Gosselin, nice shot there above the net. Paul Fenton, makes great glass. Brian Scrudland, Thomas Steen, John Tonelli. Goal! Steve Caisson. And those caissons go rolling along. Garth, Cut the Meat Butcher, Sam the Butcher. Daniel Shank, Shawshank. He's got to be named Shaw, doesn't he? Yeah, we're 5.5 minutes. Here's the checklist. You got to have a checklist if you're going to complete the set. Jamie McCoon, Lori Boxman, Paul Mannheim Steamroller, Doug, Hey Smales, while we're young, Sean Chambers, Steve, Days, Months, and Weeks, Kevin, Egg Hatcher, Paul Reinhardt, Sean Raymond Burr, Troy Bill Murray, John Jacques Cloutier, I think he signs, doesn't he? Rick Zombo. Zombo, number 5. Gosh. You miss Vincent Rondeau, Craig Carey Fisher, Cam Seabass Neely, Howie Afraidy, he of the great slap shot. Bob Jesus was a carpenter. Doug dropped the Browns off at the pool. Tom Curvers, John McLean Stevenson, Peter Stastny, Rob Rusty Stauber, Darren Poopa Platter, Eric Tikkanen, Essa Tikkanen, Mike Ramsey, Dave's brother, Craig McTavish, Kristen Rutu, Brian Hayward, Pat Verbeek, Adam Johnny Oates, not even going to try that one, Dave Poulin with a great weed eater he makes, Daniel Moreau, Mark Johnson, was he a Olympian? Michelle Petit, Brian Mullen, Chris Terreri, Tony Herkus, was corrected on that one too, Herkus Circus, James Dan Patrick, Craig Ludwig, Guy Joe Carbonneau, Dave Snuggerud, he wears a Snuggie, he invented the Snuggie, Joe Murphy Mart, Jeff Brown, Cleveland, Dean Evison, Peter Ron Svoboda, great catch in the 69 series, Dave Babich, Steve Snapping Tuttle, Randy Burridge, Bob Sweeney, Brad Marsh, Checkalist, Conn Smythe. Who won this? Edmonton's Bill Ranford. Calder Trophy with the Flames. Selke Award, Blues. Jennings, Boston Bruins. Is that Seabass? Andy Moog and Regine Letterman. Aaron Broughton. John Cotta. Marty McSorley. He used to get in all sorts of penalty minutes. Craig Millen there. Okay, we're still moving right along. For some reason, the camera went out earlier. Dave Taylor. I knew Dave Taylor. Father of Kara. Regine Lemonin. Dave McElwain. Don Paul The Little Mermaid. Dale Hunter. Brett Ashton. Steve Thomas, Ed Olsik, Doug Wilson, Vano Helmet, Vincent Damphouse, he needs a water sealant, Rob DeMayo, that's what you get, what he used to make sandwiches, they'd say, hold DeMayo, Hubie McDonough, Ron Hextall, Dave Chazowski, Larry Murphy, I like names like that. Mike Bullard. Kelly Rudy. Andy Moog. Todd Ehrlich. Craig Janney. Peter Lappin, Scott Stevens, Frederick Olafson, Jeff Courtnall, Greg Pazlowski, Alan May, Stan Smile. He signs. I think he's still working in the front office somewhere for one of those teams. Brian Bellows. This was Tim Kerr. Rod Langway again. We'll send to him. Gary Lehman. Alan Bester. He's the worster. Steve Larmer signs. We just got him back, didn't we? Steve Larmer. I don't know. We sent it off to him. Dennis Savard. Pierre Kennard. Eric Weinrich. Tim Kerr. Dave Gagner. Brent Sutter. Thomas Sandstrom. Joe Mullen. Is that Slippery Rock Joe? It does not say. If so, he used to play for the Penguins, and they called him Dave Barr, Ross Courtnall, Dave Quinn, Kevin Lowe, Rick Tockett. He used to play for the Penguins. Kevin Deneen, Kirk Mueller, Randy Cunneyworth, Brendan Shanahan, Dave Tippett, Doug Gilmore, Gary Suter, Darren Turcotte, Mary Barron, the Red Baron, Stephen Ricker, Mike Gartner. I think he's a Hall of Famer. Did we just get him back? I don't know. We sent out to him. John Van Briesbroek, Shane Corson, Peter Cavallini, Dr. Bobolini, Dr. Bob Dabalini, Ulf Dahlin, and we'll hit the rest of these in next week's video. Thank you so much again, Tavis, Mr. Tavis Ehrhart. We appreciate your generosity in sending these. We got some TTM Fuel here. One last look through before we close. Mike Gartner, Joe Mullen, Steve Larmer, Rod Langway, Stan Smile, Chris Chilios, Michel Goulet, we've never sent to him, Kelly Miller, Jacques Cloutier, Kurt Giles, Langway, Andrewchuk, and Brian Prop. Thanks again. We appreciate you watching. Hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, click right there and subscribe to the channel. And then you can ring that bell or click all, and you'll be notified of any future video that I post. And if you missed last Wednesday's video, I'll leave a link to that right there. But thanks for being with me today. Stay tuned for a TTM video tomorrow, and we will see you soon.